Many pavilions are just one big building, but the Dutch have built an entire street. And in fact, they're so optimistic about the future, they're calling it Happy Street. We're now inside the China Pavilion in front of the Shanghai Pavilion. And you'll notice behind me the gate. Symbolism, of course, is that Shanghai is the gateway into China for the world. The history of Shanghai has been one wild ride, but at the Shanghai Pavilion, you can experience that wild ride yourself. Once inside, you realize you're not going to see just any movie. The theater is round. The film will be projected 360 degrees around you, plus onto the ceiling. Now, you've heard of 3D movies. They call this 6D, and it's going to take 10 projectors to do it. Your ears will be surrounded by sound from 10 speakers plus 4 subwoofers. Sit or stand on a round platform, but either way, strap yourself in and hold on tight. It's a hydraulic platform that will move during the movie. We're told the best advice for seeing this movie is to hang on tight. The movie opens on the sea near Shanghai. Sound, vision, movement, plus wind and mists of water combine to make you feel like you're on a boat as you head up the Huangpu River into Shanghai. The journey starts in 1850 and takes you through Shanghai's amazing history. But the story doesn't end in present-day Shanghai. It continues into the future to a vision for a better, greener city in the year 2050. And just when you think the film can't get any more immersive, a real-life surprise descends from above. The movie chronicles 200 Shanghai years, past, present, and future. It's not time travel, but it may be the closest thing to it. I feel like I'm spinning when I get out of the theater and meet the film's director, Sherwood Hu, and its producer, Dino Herman.
I always have this dream. I want to put the new media, film, Hollywood movie magic, Broadway, Las Vegas, all together. I want to focus on vehicles through the history of Shanghai city.
Right,
and then
beautiful.
The vehicle takes us going through all the eras and also make it entertaining.
Right.
We have a great sound designer, François Blignon, who's an excellent sound designer on this. So it's the team, really. It's great. A speaker system, it's a 10.4 speaker system. It's also not done in usual cinema, so we went way beyond what a regular theater can do.
Okay. So is it worth waiting several hours in line to see a 9-minute movie? If you want to be moved, literally moved by Shanghai's history, then yes, it is. The Shanghai Pavilion is located at the base of the China Pavilion. It's one of over 30 pavilions in the base that showcase China's many provinces. Highlights of the China Province pavilions include Shanxi. These human forms in traditional provincial costume almost seem to be wax figures until they blink. But wait, they're still not human. They're just incredibly lifelike robots programmed to blink. Terracotta warriors also originate from Shanxi province. Here they shake hands with the World Expo's mascot, Hai Bao. The Yunnan province displayed dinosaur fossils. And the Tibet pavilion mesmerized with its ethnic dance. Off in a distance there, perhaps the most stunning building on the expo grounds. It's the China Pavilion, the host country. Kind of hard to miss. It's the largest pavilion in the history of the World Expo. It towers at 220 feet high. Its rooftop stretches 460 feet across, the equivalent size of 2.5 football fields. It is so colossal, you don't have to be at the expo to spot it. You could be on the highway between Pudong International Airport. You can be aboard a ferry on the Huangpu River. You could be in any number of places in Shanghai. The city has many iconic landmarks, the Colonial Bund District, and modern architectural wonders like Oriental Pearl TV Tower and World Financial Center, also known as the Bottle Opener. But now you can add the China Pavilion to that vaunted list of iconic Shanghai architecture. Its ancient Daogung Chinese design, albeit on a monster scale, is like nothing else in Shanghai.
Very interesting to notice that why this building was chosen is because Shanghai is a very westernized city because of the colonial past. So you see a lot of mixed culture between East and West, and we don't really have a structure like this.
The striking thing about the China Pavilion, besides its size, is the color red. But there's not just one color red, there are 4 shades of red, darker on top and lighter on the bottom. And as you can see, it's almost impossible to tell where one shade begins and the other ends.
It's looks like a unity of color, but actually it's made up of different shades. So we think it's a very good illustration for the philosophy of unity with difference, which is very important in the Chinese school of philosophy.
Nobody actually had to hang off the pavilion and paint the exterior. It's made of 9,000 aluminum panels, all of which were pre-painted. Key to the pavilion structure, 31 columns, which represents China's 31 provinces, such as Sichuan, Hunan, Guangdong. The pavilion's form may be red, but much of its function is green.
它整个是一个倒锥的这么一个系统，所以它是个自遮阳体系，也就是说我们不需要采取任何的措施，它能对太阳阳光进行一个自然的遮挡。另外一点呢，我们的屋顶非常大，所以我们呢有一个雨水回收系统和再利用的问题。还有呢，我们通过一些太阳能啦。
An expected 40,000 people a day will enter this architectural wonder. Once inside, the first major exhibit immerses you in China's past and the beginnings of China's first urban communities. It's like walking into a giant scroll painting.
It's based on an original scroll which was done in the 12th century by a famous artist in the North Song dynasty. And the city shown in this scroll is still there today. It's the Kaifeng city of Henan province. And its name at that time was Bianjing, and it was the capital of the Northern Song dynasty. At that time, it already had a population of over 1 million.
1 million people in
Yes.
the 12th century?
Yes.
Now what's happening now? It's darkening a little bit.
Yes. Actually, the original picture shows the daytime, the countryside, the booming wharf, and also the hustles and bustles in the downtown area.
And now it's nighttime.
Yes, in nighttime. We put in the nighttime because actually the city boasted very prosperous nightlife at that time.
One of the Chinese pavilion's most impressive exhibits is through its windows. As the tallest perch at the World Expo, the pavilion offers stunning views you can't get anywhere else on the site. But there is competition for your eyeballs. Hundreds of paintings show imaginative visions of the future. The artists just happen to be school children. The Chinese pavilion is so big, they have a railroad, a tram that carries you through a journey highlighting China's urban past and urban future. After the tram ride, visitors can see the cars of tomorrow, a fully electric model, and once again, the Leaf. There's also a display of things China is doing today to help the environment. China is using windmills to harness wind power. They're capturing coal emissions to create biodiesel fuel. And they're the world's largest manufacturer of solar panels. But the message the Chinese pavilion wants to communicate is that people can make a difference through individual choice. This is a way to save energy through changing your light bulbs.
Yes, light bulbs. The common incandescent light bulbs, the LED light, and also the more energy-saving LED light. So different modes, and you also may need to make a decision.
So it's something that one person can do to make a difference.
Yes, yes. So it's the same as the traveling mode. You can, by doing one small decision, you can, if everybody is doing this, you can change the world.
After the expo ends, most of the pavilions will be dismantled. The China Pavilion will remain. The World Expo left Paris with the Eiffel Tower in 1889. It left San Francisco with its Palace of Fine Arts in 1915. And it gave Seattle its iconic Space Needle in 1962. In 2010, the World Expo will have forever altered Shanghai's skyline, and the traditional red Daogung Pavilion left behind just may become the icon of Shanghai. The China Pavilion is the largest of over 200 pavilions at the Shanghai World Expo. All of those pavilions are doing their best to grab your attention and show you their stuff. But perhaps the most impressive thing at the exposition here is hidden in plain sight. It's the thing that has kept World Expos going strong for over 150 years. What is it? The wonder and curiosity about the outside world shown by those who come to experience the expo. That's it for us at the World Expo. Thanks for watching. I'm Vicki Liviakis in Shanghai. Goodbye, everybody, or as they say in Chinese, 再见.